We're back! Who needs a superhero? Chapter 13. Captain America, shielded from sorrow. This one's called A New View of Protection. The X-Men. Wolverine is one of the most popular characters Marvel has introduced in decades. Outwardly, Wolverine is unimpressive. He measures a mere 5'3". He doesn't fly or have super strength. He can't move at super speeds or throw bolts of raw energy. Wolverine's powers are hidden within himself. As a result of extensive surgery, Wolverine's skeleton is laced with adamantium. Remember adamantium? It's the same stuff from which Captain America's shield was forged. Thanks to this inward gift, Wolverine's skeleton is virtually unbreakable. He withstands attacks that would destroy a normal person. Coupled with the adamantium skeleton, Wolverine has a second gift hidden within himself. He was born with a mutant ability for rapid healing. For instance, a bullet wound to a non-vital part of Wolverine's body will completely heal within an hour. Actually, I think it heals within seconds. But, what do I know? Wolverine is one tough customer. His adamantium skeleton makes him very hard to kill. And any wound that doesn't kill him will heal quickly. The scrappy mutant has been shot, sliced, gassed, poisoned, and impaled. But like his namesake, he keeps coming. In one adventure, Wolverine was riddled with bullets and severely burned over most of his body, and then had the flesh blasted away from one arm down to the bare adamantium bones. All within 24 hours. At the end of the day, he was still swinging. This, after all, is Wolverine's chief heroic quality, the ability to keeping on. He feels the pain just as keenly as anyone else, but he knows he can survive the pain and come through to the other side. When we think about God's protection, we need to remember both Wolverine and Captain America. When we think about God's protection, we need to remember both Wolverine and Captain America. Sometimes God's protection is an unbreakable shield, deflecting the dangers that would destroy us. At other times, God's protection is a sustaining inward strength that sees us through and heals us afterwards. Paul had this inner power in mind when he wrote, "Therefore we do not lose heart. Though outwardly we are wasting away, yet inwardly we are being renewed day by day." 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 16. God always knows what we need, and God unfailingly provides for both our protection and our growth. Yet at least one last tough question demands an honest answer. God sometimes neither deflects the bullet nor gives us the strength to survive it. What about the trials leading not to growth but to death? What shall we say when cancer wins in spite of prayer, determination, and chemotherapy? What about the 25-year-old mother killed by a brain aneurysm, or the child who drowns at the birthday pool party? In the face of such naked tragedy, we dare not mouth easy assurances or pat answers. Even so, we confess our hope in God, who is bigger than this world and whose power to heal is not limited to this world. We believe in a refuge where death has no more power, a bright place where no shadows fall. Without any proof whatsoever, we maintain that death does not get the last word. In the world of comic books, death is a feeble foe. Both heroes and villains routinely return from the dead as if it was a great veil that had been replaced with a revolving door. This year's heroic death is likely to become next year's surprise return from the grave. Comic book readers have become jaded on the subject. Longtime superhero fans don't take death seriously. Perhaps we shouldn't give death too much weight in the real world either. We must respect grief and bereavement, but not death. Indeed, if we could see the real world as it is, truly, we would discover death is a defeated enemy. The grave has no final power over those who have given their lives to Christ. As we saw earlier, the Apostle Paul was acquainted first-hand hardship. Yet Paul asserts, "I consider that our present suffering are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us." Romans chapter 8, verse 18. As surely as a trusty garbage can lid protected me from rubber balls my little brother used to throw at me, God can and will protect his children from anything life throws our way. We are not afraid. An adamantium shield goes before us. Adamantium strength rises within us. A golden city awaits us. And that is the end of chapter 13. We will soon have chapter 14, The Spirit. And I'm not sure what the subtitle there is offhand. The Spirit, the Gospel in a Nutshell. Well, thank you for tuning in for Captain America, Shielded from Sorrow. If you've not checked out the other parts, please check them out. Remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification button, share, and of course, comment. And have a great and wonderful day. Catch y'all later. Bye for now.